Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King's International Institute of Leadership Academy. Today, we are going to learn about the presentation skills. What is presentation skill? A presentation is a form of communication in which the speaker conveys information to the audience. In an organization, presentations are used in various scenarios like talking to a group or addressing a meeting, demonstrating or introducing a new product or a briefing a team. It involves presenting a particular subject or issue or a new idea, thoughts to a group of a people. Okay. So what is that? A presentation means it's a communication. So communication that can be adapted to various speaking situations such as talking to a group, addressing a meeting, or briefing a team. Okay. So it's a good presentation, engaging, relevant, and clear and conscious. Okay. So we are interact with the audience, transmit the message with clarity, engage the audience in the presentation, interpret and understand the mindset of the listener. These are the things will happening in the presentations. Okay, so talking to a group, okay, it may be a small group with a large audience, addressing with the meeting, and demonstrating or introduce a new product. Okay, if you take an example as a Steve Jobs, he will once if he will launch a new product, Apple iPhone, iPad, or a computer, laptop. Okay, whatever the product, the innovation they innovated newly, they will give the demonstration to the world as a new product. Okay, there are so many car showrooms, they will introduce a new product. Actually, our Ambani also will do like that. If in case something, Geo, if they will they will launch any product, they will introduce a product. A briefing a team. Okay, so if you have any meeting or a presentation about the product or a product development or a project development, whatever they are going to do, they will brief about the project with the team. So it involves presenting a particular subject or issues or a new ideas, thoughts to a group of people. This is called the presentation. Okay, a communication device. Okay, presentation is a communication device. It relays a topic to the audience in the form of slideshow demonstration and a lecture or a speech, and, where the words or pictures complement each other. These are the things we may present our presentations. Okay, there is a lot of examples. A clear and confident voice. Okay, we must have the clear and confident voice. We must have to deliver the presentation. The ability to engage with the audience. We must have the engagement. Okay, we must have the good contact, eye contact, natural gesture. We must use the natural gesture and a positive body language. We must speak with our body language, non-verbal communication. The use of visual aids we must use. Okay, the ability to handle the questions. Okay, we must have the ability to handle the questions whatever the audience will arise. We must handle the questions. The organized structure. Okay, everything should be in a structured way. Okay. Mm. The use of storytelling. Okay, we must have the storytelling. Okay, storytelling means it's relevant to the industry, relevant to the subject, relevant to the topic, relevant to the presentation. We must tell the stories. Okay, and the confidence, we must show our confidence while talking to the people, to interact with the people. So these are the main skills or about the presentation. Okay, so a communication device that relays topic to an audience in the form of slideshow, demonstration, lecture, speech, where words and pictures complement each other. These are the presentation skills. The next one is, here are some of the many short of spices elements you can add to your presentation. What is that spices? Actually, what are the types of presentations we will do? What are the presentations? They demonstrate to the as a demonstration, actually, as a presentation, what are the spices elements they will provide? That is the most important thing. The first one is story. Okay, story as a presentation. Okay, if you watch the videos of the leaders, definitely they will have the story in their presentation, because the story will connect to the people. Okay, the story will connect to the people. It will easy to understand what they are going to tell. It will connect the heart to the heart. It will engage with the audience. Okay, it will make them interesting. So it will attract, it will influence. Okay, the story is the main element of the presentation. Next one is questions and hands of feedback. Okay, you just so many of the leaders, the first opening of the presentation, they will throw out the question to the audience, because it will make awareness to the audience. Okay, so next one is pictures, cartoons, and video clips. This will also great. It will attract the, or it will influence the audience. Okay, the pictures, cartoons, and video clips, and diagrams. Okay, diagrams about the present, something is going to show about the, in case in the business meeting they will use a lot of videos, sorry, diagrams. Okay, video clips and sound clips. Okay, the music, it will attract video clips. Okay, it will may attract surveys and statistics. Okay, some most of the leaders start with the survey, because these type of people are most interestedly learning this topic or something, how much uh, wanted the actually they are introducing some product. What are the requirement most wanted things in the industry? Okay, how it will going to influence the industry, how it will going to make the impact. Okay, how it will going to attract to the business. So thus that type of statistics will be shown to the people in the presentation. A straw polls, a series of hands up votes, reactions which you record and then announce the results. Okay, actually we miss a lot of polls about the votes before the election. There is a lot of polls will be taken, straw polls will taken, and they will announce as a result. Okay, inviting a volunteer to take the stage with you for carefully planned reason. Okay, we may use the volunteers or a audience as a audience to the stage. Okay, they may do something, favor or explain something. Maybe they may be an expert of something. They will show to the audience. So we may invite as a volunteer. Audience participation exercises. There is a lot of exercises. Okay, so the games, everything. We may find the audience. We just bring them to the stage, and we may do the exercise. Participate to do the exercise. Asking the audience to do something physical. Okay, the physical exercises: clapping, deep breathing, blinking, finger snapping, shouting, and other more inventive ideas. These are the things will happening in the presentations. Okay, asking the audience to engage with each other. For example, introductions to person in next chair. Okay, so they may not be know. Okay, the who is near, who is next to the chair, next to him. Okay, next to her, because they will come from different parts of the world, or different part of the country, or a different part of the state, or different colleges, different cities. Maybe we must help to introduce themselves, so it will help to engage the presentation most clear and very friendly manner. Okay, funny quotations. Be careful not to offend anyone. Funny quotations also. Inspirational quotations. Okay, leaders influential inspirational quotations. examples and case study references. There is a lot of case studies nowadays doing, okay, because in the business case studies, research related case studies also, they are doing every day. They are delivering the results to the team. Okay, they call for the case study discussion. Okay, so these are things will happen. So once they are completed, they will give us a presentation. Prizes, awards, and recognition people achievements. These are the things will happening. Okay, the award ceremony. Okay, there is a lot of award ceremonies happening in the around the world. The world leader politically or business leaders, some okay media personalities and star cinema personalities, everywhere is going on prizes, awards, and recognitions people and achievements. Okay, so book recommendations. There is a lot of authors recommending the books. Okay, that will happen in the presentation. As a presentation, they will showcase their books. Okay, to the introduce to the people. Okay, to the world. Fascinating fact: research is easy these days about virtually any subject. Okay, the fascinating the subjects. These are the things will happening, right? Extremely interesting and charming. Okay, fact, fascinating fact also. Statistic which dramatically improve the audience buy-in if you are trying to pursue. Okay, to move by argument. I actually, in case in the business meeting or a product introduction meeting or a product selling, they will show the statistic. This type of this much of people are buying our product. So it's it will demonstrate the quality of the product. Okay, that will happen. Okay, you just go to the stall. They will make a stall for everywhere. Okay, in the trade show, something they will show to the malls, right? They will bring you, they will show, demonstrate the product, they will show the statistics, everything. Games and exercises and icebreakers, these are the games. Okay, and exercises about the presentation, leadership games, team building games. These are the things and exercises will happen in the corporate world. Icebreakers, once they introduce themselves as icebreaker, they will bring to the stage, they will do that. Body language and the changing tone and pitch of your voice. Okay, body language, actually they will tell to something to demonstrate. Okay, as a body language, non-verbal clues, non-verbal body language, non-verbal communication will happen in the stage. So these are the things, these are the sort of spice elements you can add to the presentation. Okay, we may add to this also in the presentation. Okay, the next one is before presentation. What we have to do the before presentation? Determine the purpose of your presentation, know your audience, and structure the content, choose the delivery method, and practice, practice, practice. This will happen. Okay, before presentation, the success of good presentation lies in the preparation. Take time to think about. Okay, the first one, the audience. Who are they? How many and what do they already know? We must know our audience. That is the most important thing before we ready or before we give the presentation. Okay, who are they? What is their education level? How many people are going to attend the presentation? What do they already know? Okay, they are the experienced people. They don't know, they know about topic. Okay, they have the knowledge about the topic, or they don't know anything about the topic. We must know our audience first. The occasion, is it a formal presentation or an informal presentation? That one we must know. Is it a lecture or a debate or simply a speech presentation? Okay, so this one we must know what is the occasion of the presentation. The the point. What is the purpose of the talk? Okay, at the end of the session, what we are going to achieve after the presentation? We are simply going to give the presentation to learn. The audience should learn, or in the presentation going to bring about any potential output for to proceed the project, proceed the product. Okay, it's going to be any decision making presentation. Okay, that thing we must know the point. What is the purpose of the talk or a presentation? The environment. What is the size and the layout of the room? And what facilities will be available? Projector or a flip chart? Actually, the environment where is going to be a very large audience you are going to face. Okay, you are going to give the presentation for the very large audience, like a cricket stadium. Okay, or it's a small conference hall. Okay, or you are going to give the presentation in the trade center. Okay, so or a G20 was happened in the Bharat Mandapam. Okay, so right, like that is a very big size of um, mm, environment. They are going it going to be happen. What is the size layout of the room? That is the most important thing. Depends upon that we must mentally we must prepare for that for our audience. Okay, once this has been considered, it's a time to gather, select and structure your material. Okay, once this has been considered, it's a time to gather, select and structure your material. That is the next one is we must structure our material. What material we are going to provide? Okay, so everyone should have the material. It will really helpful to what you are going to present. After the presentation, they will gather the information more on your whatever you have provided as a presentation. It will really helpful. So we must provide the material whatever we do as a presentation. Okay, gathering. There are many sources of information available to you. Make sure you assess the authority. Who wrote it? Currency. How up to date is it? Okay. Okay, who wrote it? That is updated. It depends upon now it's a valid or it's a old one you are going to provide as a material. Okay, we must gather it and accuracy of your source before you rely on it. Okay, so it's to support a point your presentation. It really help to support your presentation. So these things we must gather before uh, provide the presentation or make a presentation. Selecting. Often when you are asked to give a talk, you will need to distill a large amount of information into the short time period. Actually, we must select the precise, okay, very informative, important points, key points as a presentation, because we have a large volume of data. Okay, we are not able to bring into the presentation. Okay, that is a not possible to bring all the information into the presentation. It will be very messy. Okay, it will not help support to it will make very tired of people listen a lot of materials to them. Okay, it will confuse the audience. Okay, you need the ruthless in the way that you prioritize your information. Okay, too much information can confuse your audience. Okay, having no pity, no mercy. Okay, we must have the pity. Okay, so what is centrally relevant? We must think about that. What is centrally relevant? It is relevant to you, it's relevant to the presentation. What can be left out? We've left anything most important key points. What is supporting information? This information is supporting to you or supporting to the audience or supporting to the presentation. That is the most important thing we must do. Sorry, we'll hand out help. Okay, so handouts a prepared statement. Okay, handout help. Okay, it's a prepared statement. These are the questions while selecting the material. Structuring. A clear structure to your presentation will not only provide you with a clear path to follow, but also help your audience. Okay, the clear structure will not only provide you with a clear path to follow, but it will also help your audience also. Okay, it will not only helpful for you, it will also helpful for your audience also. Think about what are your main points. That is the most important thing. We must think about the main points. In what order do they need to be discussed? Okay, in what order do they need to be discussed? Okay, we must have the order. Okay, which order we must proceed the presentation? What secondary information should come under each of your headings? Okay, what are the secondary information should under come on your headings? These are the things we must fix in the structuring. Okay, so next one is opening your presentation. Okay, if you are going to open your presentation, what you have to do? Okay, how to? The opening of the presentation is vital as it will set the tone for the rest of the presentation. The opening of the presentation is vital. Vital most is utmost importance. Okay, it will set the tone of the rest of the presentation. Try to have the attention grabbing opening which will really make the audience sit up and listen and say. Okay, so powerful speakers start powerfully. Adopt the following pattern when opening your presentation. Get the attention of your audience. We must get the attention of our audience and explain the audience what is in it for them. Okay, are the benefits of listening. What is the purpose of this presentation? Why you are come here? Why what you are going to learn? What will benefits you will have after finish this presentation, after you learn from the presentation? Okay, we must provide. Okay, tell the audience who you are, why you are speaking to them. Okay, we must as a trainer or as a presenter, we must provide our information about who you are and why you are speaking to them. Okay, he may be an expert in the industry. Okay, so he may be the leader of the organization, he may be the manager of the organization. Okay, so we must tell to them who I am. I am going to train you or going to present you. Okay, so that is the most important thing. Tell the audience the direction you are going to take. Which direction you are going to take, that one we must say. Okay, ways in which to open a presentation. Annotate a fair safer than a joke, well chosen is must be relevant. Annotate will help you to relax both you and the audience. It can help you to appear more human as a speaker and get the audience on your side. They can help build empathy and rapport. Okay, ways in which to open a presentation. There is a lot of ways we can able to open as a presentation. Okay, the first one is annotate. A useful short narrative of interesting amount of biographical incident. We are going to tell about the incidents as a story. Okay, so amusing of the graphical incident. Everything we must start off with. It will create a definitely it will create a inspiration to the audience. They can build empathy and rapport. Okay, so we must open a presentation with the annotate. A shock opening. This type of opening can really make an audience sit up and take notice, but make sure you can carry it off confidently. Okay, shock opening. Okay, we must give the shock opening. Emotional disturbance. Okay, shocking means emotionally we will connect. We are going to connect via emotionally. That is called the shock opening. Okay, must make sure you can carry it off confidently. If you have any doubt, opt for safer, more conventional opening. Okay, the next one, historical, relating to your presentation to some relevant historical fact. Example, 15 years ago, this company consisted of two men and a very old and reliable press. Today, It is thriving organization employing 270,000 people, sorry, 270 people, and with the turnover of 43 million pounds. Okay, in case if you are they start with the two people, now it was the 270,000 people around the world. It's a globalized organization. So that is the history of the organization. Okay, we must start with the historical movements. Okay, next one is quotation. A very neat way to open and close a presentation. Beware of using hackneyed quotations though. Hackneyed means, what is that hackneyed? Okay, commonly used. Okay, it's a commonly used. Okay, to provide uh, there is a lot of quotations. It's a very commonly used, right? The leaders, top of the leaders, most of the people will start with the quotations. Next one is current affairs. Referring to some relevant news item can be a good way to start, as there will be commonality with the audience. Referring to some relevant news. Okay, current affairs means referring to some relevant news item can be a good way to start, as there will be commonality with the audience. Okay, so that are the ways we can able to open the speech or presentation. Next one is question. We must throw the questions to the audiences. Direct questions addressed to the audience helps to get them involved. Okay, if we question the audience, okay, they will help, they will answer to the question. Like that, we may ask the questions. Okay, we may start up the or open the presentation. Rhetorical questions as a powerful way to make your audience think. The art of speaking or writing effectively. Okay, the next one is statement and static. Avoid using too many or the effect will be lost. One or two carefully chosen. One combine the shock element with brevity. Avoid using too many or the effect will be lost. One or two carefully chosen. One combine the shock element with brevity. Okay, so a statement is a collection of qualitative data. Okay, so we have the statement or a statistical data. Like with that, a shortness of duration. Within a short period of time, we may show the time statistical reports. These are the ways we open the statement. Okay, you just see that this is the growth of our organization. Okay, we start with the very low cost. We start with the 10,000 rupees. Now it's a multi-millionaire organization. Like that, we show to the statistics to the employees, so it will get more inspired to work more. Okay, next one is comparison. Well, chosen comparisons can be very dramatic and are especially good if they relate to the audience experiences. Well chosen comparisons, actually comparison of two products, dramatic and are especially good if they relate to the audience experiences. Okay, so comparison is the most important thing. It will be relate to the audience experience. Okay, well chosen comparisons can be very dramatic and are especially good. Okay, compare the two products. Maybe compare the two most important product. Otherwise, compare the persons. Okay, their intelligence. Not supposed to criticize. We must compare the talents, intelligence, something. So if we compare that, depends upon the comparison, we may start with the speech or a presentation. Next one is planning to think about before your presentation. Purpose. What is the purpose? What outcome are we trying to achieve? How can result be measured? What will success look like? This is the thing first we start up with. Okay, what outcome are we trying to achieve? How can result be measured? What will success look like? Okay, the next one is, that is a purpose. The next one is Peep topic. Novelty, complexity and technical. Okay, novelty, something new or unusual. Complexity, the quality of state of being complex, assertive, having a strong and distinctive favor. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, technically strong people are a strong or novelty or a complexity. What topic you are going to take today? Okay, what the presentation purpose? It's a technical presentation, or is a complexity presentation, or is a novelty presentation? We must choose the topic. People who should attend, what do they already know? What are they going to help? Okay, that one. Timing, when will it happen and how long will the presentation take? Okay, timing, when will it happen and how long will the presentation take? That is the most important thing. Location, where will the presentation be held? Do you have access to the correct facilities for the presentation? Okay, where will the presentation be held? Do you have access to correct the facilities for the presentation? Papers, who is keeping a minute? Do you need to send out an agenda before the presentation? Background information required. Okay, that is called the agenda. Papers. Okay, visual aids, is a projector required or a boards? Board is enough or a projector also required to present the presentation. Style, structure or unstructured, discussion style, how assertive should you be, how should the meeting items be organized? Okay, what is the style of the presentation? Is a structured way or unstructured way, or a discussion style, or assertive is the type of question. How should the meeting item be organized? Okay, these are the ways we must plan for the before start the presentation. You just look at the picture, practice in front of the mirror, film yourself. How to practice ourselves as a presenter in the alone while we are be alone. Okay, we must practice in front of the mirror, film yourself, present via Zoom, join a Toastmaster club, try talking without stopping, make it part of your daily routine, practice in the shower, practice varying your tone of voice, study other public speakers, write some speeches. These are the ways we plan and prepare ourselves. It will improve our presentation skill. Okay, so the next slide, creating presentation step by step. This is the basic sequence of action for creating and preparing a presentation up to the point of actually delivering the presentation to an audience. The first one, we must define the purpose. Purpose of the presentation, gather the content and presentation ideas, structure the subject matters, section, heading, order. These are the structure. Develop how to present it, style, elements, props and equipment. Okay, develop how to present it, style, elements, props and equipment. Prepare a presentation, wording, design, materials and equipment. Prepare presentation, wording, design, materials and equipments. Practice and rehearsals, get feedback or refinement. Okay, we must practice our rehearsals. Okay, get feedback and refinement. We must get the feedback from others, our friends, our family members. Okay, we will get the feedback and redefine ourselves. Refinement, we must do the refinement ourselves. Plan venue, control the environment. We must plan our venue and control the environment. Dress rehearsal if warranted. Okay, we must do the dress rehearsal also. As a leader, you must have the formal dress code with the coat, tie, shoe, neat. Perfectly, you must tuck in and put the everything. You must dress accordingly as a business professional. Okay, as a manager, as a CEO of the organization, as a boss of the organization, you must dress yourself very neatly and perfectly. Okay, relax and prepare yourself, confidence and control. We must have the relax and we must prepare yourself of the confidence and control. We must have the confidence. Okay, these are the ways we must create the presentation step by step. The next one is prepare the presentation. Consider what is the purpose of the presentation, for whom we are going to present the presentation, what outcomes and reactions are you seeking. Okay, after the complete the presentation, what is the outcome and what are the reaction you may have after seeking the course or a presentation. Consider the more detailed nature of subject and content, audience needs, type of presentation, equipment and venue. Okay, these are the most important thing. Detailed naturally, subject and content, audience needs, type of presentation, equipment and venue. Create and gather ideas, brainstorm, mid-map, initially random, be innovative and daring. Okay, these are the ways we can able to gather the ideas. Materials, media, exercises, case studies, statistics, props, quotations, analogies and participation. These are the things we may get the more information to present as ideas, as a material. Okay, it will help to participate in the presentation. Another anticipate questions, know your subject and reference points. We must know our points and subject, and we must take the reference points also. Decide your note system and the clue cards or sheet notes. Okay, actually while doing the presentation we must have the clue card, because we are not able to remain all the things at all the time. So the clue card or a sheet notes will help you to remind the concept while speaking or while presenting the presentation. So these are the ways we must prepare the presentation. Create and design the presentation. Plan the structure. Okay, we must plan the structure while create and design the presentation. Section, order and heading, intro, middle and close. Tell them what you are gone, tell them what you told them. Okay, we must use this rule of 3. Okay, we must tell them what you told them. Okay, so point of interest, spice and activities, yearly impact, create a credible impression. We must impression via the points. Okay, consider audience attention span and audience profile to get the language and tone right. Okay, actually the audience attention span is most important thing. Okay, actually the audience will not always engage with the presenter. They may get easily distracted. Okay, that time we must throw the questions, or we must add the something, we must tell the story. Okay, we must attract or influence the audience attention to bring back to the presentation. Okay, once they lost the audience, lost the attention span, they may easily distracted. They get feel tired. Okay, they feel very sleepy. So we are not supposed to do that. Okay, we must something we have to do to attract the audience. Okay, they always be engaged with you. Okay, like that we must tell the story, or we must throw the questions, or we must crack the joke, funny jokes, something, or otherwise we may ask the questions related to the presentation. That the things we must will help to engage the audience. Okay, so profile to get the language and tone right. Okay, we must use the preferred language of the audience. It will really help to understand your presentation very clear. Okay, so it will give the credible impression also, and also tone right. Okay, language and tone right. Okay, we must write the tone. Okay, we are not able to speak very polite always. We must speak very soundly always. We must use the word stressing according to the word or according to the information, okay, according to the room volume of people, we must use our tone. Okay, it will really help to understand the concept. The audience will be feel better to understand. Okay, next one, build the presentation, prepare equipment, prepare materials and props, and create your prompt or notes. Okay, what is that prompt? Okay, actually, we build the presentation, the equipment, preparation materials, everything on the go while doing the presentation. Okay, so create your prompt. Okay, prompt means what is that prompt? To move to action. Okay, or notes. Create your prompt or notes. Okay, to move the presentation. Dry run practice timing, fallbacks and contingencies. Okay, natural event. Okay, so we must dry run practice timing also we must do that. It's a fallback. Okay, we must give the time to practice. Practice full presentation, dress rehearsal, get feedback, refine, practice and practice. Practice gives you control. Control gives you confidence, and the confidence and control over your overcome your fear. Okay, so we must make a better practice. It will give you more confidence to deliver your presentation. It will give you control. You will take the control of the audience. Okay, how much you know the subject knowledge, you can able to attract. Okay, you will easily influence the audience. Okay, we must have the subject knowledge. Otherwise what you are present going to present, that things we must know. Okay, otherwise the the presentation may be get very bored, so the audience will be easily distracted. The next one is deliver your presentation. Relax. The next one, what we have to do, we must be very relaxed while doing our presentation. If necessary, revisit your notes about how to relax yourself. Quickly, you just check with your check or refer. Okay, revisit your notes. Okay, whatever your key point do you have in your hand, it will really help to improve your confidence, and it help to deliver the confidently your subject matters. Okay, you have prepared and practiced, so your presentation will succeed and be enjoyable. Okay, once you have prepared and practiced, it will be presentation will succeed to be enjoyable. Okay, okay, smile. Very often we must smile with the audience, but not supposed to laugh. Okay, we must smile with the simply we must smile. It's not wide open smile, it's a closed smile. Okay, we must smile. Okay, like a zipped smile. We must simply smile with the audience. Okay, it will help to interact more with the audience. The audience is on your side. We must attract our audience, influence our audience. They must be our inside. Not inside means not your back. In front, the audience will be very attentively, very closely, always watching or following your presentation. That's called the audience on your side. Use a solid, well rehearsed opening, make immediately friendly impact. Okay, solid, well rehearsed opening. Okay, make immediately friendly effect. If you rehearse the lot, it will help to make you friendly manner. The audience will be very friendly. Okay, tell them what you are gonna tell them and tell them what you told them. Use confident body language. We must have the confident body language. Control, firmness, confidence. Speak your audience language. Accentuate the positive. Be positive and upbeat. Okay, so upbeat means what is that upbeat? The last beat of the measure to increase an activity or a prosperity. Okay, so it is the upbeat. Pause when you need to, and don't apologize for it, passing it perfectly okay. While speaking, we are not able to continuously speaking. Otherwise, the audience will never get understand what you are telling. Slowly, we must put the pause. We must slowly tell the information. They must grab it, okay, attentively. It really help to absorb the information, whatever we told. Okay, so we must pause wherever it required. Okay, perfectly it must match and okay. Okay, use audience participation where possible. Be clear, calm, close powerfully and simply and gratefully and have fun. Okay, that's most important. Audience participation where possible. Be clear, calm, close powerfully and simply gratefully and have fun. Okay, so it must be clear, it must be very calm, closely powerful, and simply grateful, and also have fun. They have to enjoy the presentation. Okay, whatever may be, they have to enjoy, they have to listen more, very attentively, actively, energetically. Okay, these are the ways we can able to deliver our presentation. The next one is planning your presentation. What are the ways we can able to plan our presentation? Okay, create a mind map to explore the subtopics of your topic. The first step, what we have to do, create a mind map to explore the subtopics of your topic. Next one, connect your subject matter to the audience needs. Connect your subject matter to audience needs. We must connect our subject matters to the audience needs. That is the most important thing. Whatever we know, that one, it must be connect with your audience. They must actually, what is the purpose they are attending the seminar or a presentation. So we must connect our subject to the audience need. That is the most important thing. Avoid covering too much material. We are not supposed to cover too much materials at the same time. So we must less our material, but we must provide lot of information to take home, take away. That is the most important thing. Watch other presentations. Okay, watch other presentations. Writing your presentation, we must write our own presentation. Start with an outline. We must have the outline. Okay, content, headings, subheadings, what are the conclusion, summary. Okay, everything it must be have. We must have the outline of the every presentation. Include personal annotates to connect your audience. Okay, we must see that, right? So we must connect our annotates to your audience. Throw in some humor. We must often, very often, we must smile with the people, and also we must make humor. Okay, the next one is say lines aloud as you write. Okay, whatever we may write in the board, we must say aloud. It will really help to understand. Build it repetition. We must repeat it. Okay, with the actually while we speaking, our hand gesture also will speak, right, with the non-verbal clue. Like that, we must repeat the content. The most important point should be repeated. Okay, the people read really help to understand easier. Create several takeaways. That's the most important thing. The audience should take lot of things to go home after finish your presentation. It must make very impact. Okay, it make help to dream more. Okay, it help to help to set the goal. Okay, so it will really help to achieve their life success. Okay, so we must create a lot of several takeaways. Okay, this is the planning of the presentation. Establishing a presence. Okay, we must establishing means we must create a rapport very often. Okay, while during the presentation. Okay, we must throw the questions via questions. There are so many ways to grab the user attention. Okay, we have games. Okay, build team building games, or some exercises help you to awake the from the sleepy mood or a very boring mood. Okay, that the things will help to establish a presence. Make authentic. In the it must be authentic. They must be very authentic. Make eye contact with your audience members. Okay, we must talk with the eyes, looking eyes. Okay, demonstrate confident body language. As a leader, as a presenter, we must demonstrate the body language very confidently. Okay, interact with the audience. So we are not supposed to be ideal in the stage. We must go to the audience. Okay, so around the audience we must go and speak with near them. We must interact with them. So we must participate with them. Okay, how they learn. So we must engage with the audience, interact with the audience, articulate and project when you speak. Okay, we must articulate each and every project, okay, or a concept. We articulate that while we speaking, it will really help to understand more easier. Engage with the slide. Okay, and also we are not actually while doing the presentation, so many of the people skip out the audience also. They will skip out the presentation. They go another way. They start to the discussion or the presentation go in another mood, another way. It will redirect to the some other location, some other way. So that not like that. We must stick on to our slide. So we must move on the next slide. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, the next one is limit text. Okay, we are not put so much of texts. We must limit our text in the presentation. Use high quality graphics. Okay, we must have the high quality graphics. It will attract the audience. Create your own theme. We must create our own theme. Okay, next one, include your videos. We must include the videos. It will really help to understand whatever the concept you are doing. Actually, the video is a visual representation. Okay, it will help to bring the mental image to the audience. Okay, the visualization of the video will help to understand more easily. Okay, we provide as a video also. Okay, you keep your slides simple. We must provide the information very simply, understandably. That's most important. And coordinate audio visual AV supported beforehand. Okay, it must be audio and video should work together. Okay, don't read your slide. We are not supposed to read the slide. So we must explain the concept of the slide and what the purpose of the slide, why we made, what they telling to. Okay, we are not supposed to simply slide the slides. Okay, write clue cards. We must have the clue cards for the future reference. Time yourself. Okay, okay, we must take time myself, but not supposed to use too much of time to train the people. Slow down. We must slowly proceed to understand the people. We are not make them bored. Okay, if they understand, they will be more energetic. They will interact. If they not understand the concept, they never interact with you. They will go to the sleepy mode. Okay, they will get bored easily. Okay, so we must slow down. Have a practice run in front of someone else. Okay, we must practice run means we must practically we must show to them. Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, so that's the most important. Think positively before we start. Why before start a presentation we must have the positive attitude. Bring water and smile. These are the things will help you to create a great presentation. The next one is how to improve the presentation skill. Okay, these are the things skill set to improve the presentation skill. Create outline before designing slide and writing a script. Outline your presentation. Start with your introduction, segue into key points you want to make, and finish with the conclusion. Create outline what we are going to do. Actually, yesterday we learn about the project development plan, right? Like that, sorry, personal development plan. Like that, we must have the presentation plan. Okay, it start with the outline, it end with the summary. So it will really help to the presentation very perfect. Okay, so first we have to proceed to what? Follow without a pause. Okay, so the SAGU. Okay, key points you want to make and finish with the conclusion. We must finish with the conclusion. You have the outline of your presentation and start with your introduction. Okay, and also segue into the key points you want to make and finish with the conclusion. This is the outline of the presentation. Next one is practice, practice, practice. Almost 8 in 10 professionals practice their presentations for at least an hour. Okay, so practice your presentation in the mirror to a close friend. We must practice every day before doing the presentation. Okay, leaders of the world, 8 to 10 professional, at least 10 out of 8 people, they are before giving the professional presentation, they are practicing with the mirror. Okay, the next one, start with the hook. Okay, when presenting, grab your audience with the hook. Consider starting with the surprising statistics or a thoughtful question before diving into the core information. So we must start with the hook. Hook means nothing. So what we have to something intended to attract our audience. Okay, we must attract the audience. We must influence the audience to start up with the through the question or a surprising statistics. It really helpful to hook with the audience, then diving into the core information. Next one is stay focused on your topic. You might want to cover everything under the sun. Okay, so but information overload can overwhelm your audience. So instead of stay focused on what you want to cover, aim for key points and avoid including unnecessary details. Okay, so this is not a lecture. This is a classroom. Sorry, it's a presentation. So we are going to provide the great presentation with the small key points, and it will really helpful to understand each much better. So stay focused on your topic. Okay, avoid the unnecessary details. Remember to introduce yourself at the beginning of the presentation. Introduce yourself. Remove any tension in the room by mentioning your name, your role, and any other helpful details. You could even mention a fun fact about yourself, putting the audience at ease. We must remember to introduce yourself, right? So we must tell about ourselves, how much experience I have in the presentation topic, or I am an industry expert or a domain expert. Okay, I have knowledge about that, so I am ready, really stuff person. So you just ask any question, so you don't fear to attend the presentation. Okay, like that we are giving the hope to the audience. Okay, it will really helpful to know yourself. So we must mention fact of yourself. Okay, it will helpful to audience at ease. Okay, remember to introduce yourself. Work on your body language. 55% of people look to non-verbal communication when judging a presentation. Okay, the other people's how we behave as a non-verbaler. Okay, so they will see the look at the presentation, they will go out of mode. Sometimes they will look at our body language only. So we must have the good body language, straighten our back, minimize unnecessary gestures, and keep your voice confident and calm. Okay, it must be confident and calm. So we must speak with our body language. Remember to work up these aspects when practicing. Okay, while before doing the presentation with the mirror or with your friends, we must look at your body language also. Memorize structure, not words. You might feel no better knowing exactly what you want to say. Okay, but skip the script and stick to memorizing the key point of your presentation. For example, consider picking 3 to 4 phrases or insights you want to mention for each part of your presentation rather than line by line memorization. Okay, we are not supposed to do the memorization, so we must not memorize the structure, not the memorize the structure, not the words. We must know the key concept We must explain the concept, not supposed to memorize that, not explain, read line by line. Okay, these are the ways we may provide the presentation. Learn your audience. We must learn our audience before grafting a smarter outline and a slide desk. Research your audience. We must do the research to your audience, find out what they likely already know. Okay, what they likely already know, such an industry jargon, and where they might need additional information. Okay, remember you are presenting for them, not you. Okay, so we are presenting to them, not you. Actually, industry jargon means about the technical information about the uh, expertise, about the technical terminology about the um, industry. So we must know all the things. We must provide additional information wherever it required. So we must learn our audience, and we must provide the relevant, easily understandable, required information to the audience. So we must learn your audience, okay, before start the presentation. Reframe your anxiety as excitement. Okay, so that is the most important thing. A study conducted by Harvard Business School demonstrate that reframing your anxiety as excitement can improve your performance. For example, by saying simple phrases out loud, such as I am excited today, you then adopt an opportunity oriented mentality. Okay, so we must have the excitement, not anxiety. Okay, that excitement make you your presentation very great. So we must reframe. Okay, we are not able to anxiety always. We are not supposed to get fear to present. We must present with the excitement. Okay, get comfortable with the setting. If you plan to present in person, explore the room, find where you are going to stand and deliver your presentation. Okay, we must fix the center of the stage. Actually, most of the leaders choose that they will be in the center of the stage while doing the presentation, because it will cover all the audience. Okay, in case if you are doing the presentation, we must find the right the corner, okay, where we have to stand to provide the presentation. Otherwise, if you are speaking the mic with the mic, we must be in the center of the present sorry stage. It will really convenient to see all the audience, so it will speak to you, just help to look around the all the audience. You can able to view, see audience, all the audience. Okay, it will take up the questions, it will explain the concept, whatever may be it will help to present very easy. Okay, get the comfortable with the setting. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, in the plan to present in person, explore the room, find where you are going to stand and deliver your presentation. Practice looking into the seats, okay, by decreasing the number of unknowns. You can clear your head and focus on the job. Okay, so get comfortable with the setting. Get familiar with the technology. That is the most important thing, because presenting online has a unique challenges such as microphone problem and background noise. Before Zoom presentation, ensure your microphone works, clean up with your background, test your slide, and consider any background noise. Okay, these are the things we must know while in case if you are doing as a Zoom online mode. Okay, in case if you are in a presentation hall, so that time what you have to do, you just check with the mic, speaker, okay, your projector is working properly, the seat arrangements are done properly. Okay, whatever the record, in case if you are going to write, you must have the stick. Okay, so you must have the uh, what is that, whatever the requirements. Okay, we must have all the things, required things, we must have all the things. So your system is working properly. We must just set up the laptop with the um, projector, everything working fine. These are the things we must get familiar with the technology, okay, before start of the presentation. Think positively. Optimistic workers enjoy faster promotions and happier um, lives. Okay, by remembering yourself of the positives. For example, your manager found your last presentation impressive. You can shake off nerves and find joy in the process. Okay, we must have the optimistically, we must work. Okay, the optimistic, that's the most important thing. Okay, so faster promotions and happier lives. Okay, enjoy faster promotions, optimistic workers. Okay, by remembering yourself with the positives. For example, your manager found your last presentation impressive, so they will give the promotion, right? Tell a story to engage your audience. That is the most important thing. Wave storytelling in your presentation. More than 5 in 10 people believe stories hold their focus during a presentation. Okay, they believe that at least 5 out of 10 people think story very impressive. It will help to learn easier, whatever the concept may be. Consider ways to connect different part of your slide into a compelling narrative. So tell a story while doing the presentation. Prepare for questions. At the end of your presentation, your audience will likely to have questions. Okay, end of the presentation, your audience will have the questions. So brainstorm different questions and potential answers so you are prepared. Okay, so what we have to do, we must have the prepared a potential question. We must brainstorm our ideas, everything. So it will help to prepare the question answer, because you may not understand something, some concept. So end of the session, the people will ask the question lot, okay, about the topic. Okay, we are not able to interrupt the while doing the presentation. So end of the session, they will have the Q&A session always, half an hour to 1 hour. Okay, they will do. It will happening everywhere. Okay, next one is maintain eye contact. Eye contact signals honestly. When possible, maintain eye contact with your audience. For in-person presentations, pay attention to each audience member. For online ones, stare at your camera lens as you deliver. Okay, what is that camera lens? Okay, so we must have the eye contact. That is the most important thing. The eye contact signal honestly. When possible, maintain eye contact with your audience. Okay, we are not supposed to do natural eye contact. We must do the natural eye contact. Okay, so we are not overlook more than a few seconds. So eye contact is most important. At the same time, we look at somewhere. Okay, otherwise, and another thing, we must pay attention. Otherwise, we look at somewhere. Somewhere means look at the somewhere in the body of the presenter or the audience. So we must have the present eye contact while speaking or asking the questions on the time. Okay, condense your presentation. After finish the first draft of your outline, think about ways to condense it. Okay, condense means, what is the contents means? Actually, we must conclude. That is called the contents. Is short and sweet, often keeps people interested instead of checking their phones. Okay, okay, we must conclude. Okay, your presentation should be crowd together. Okay, uh, we must come to the conclusion, like that is called the contents your presentation. So it will be very short and sweet. Use videos. Keep your audience attention by incorporating video clips when relevant. For example, videos can help demonstrate example or explain the difficult concept. Okay, so there is a lot of very complex theories, complex problems. They will explain as a video. They made as a video. It will really help to remember the concept. Okay, so we must make as a video. Engage with your audience. Almost 8 in 10 professionals view presentations as boring. Okay, just think that 8 people out of 10 think that the presentation is view of presentation as boring. Okay, turn the tide by engaging with your audience. Encourage audience participation by asking questions or conducting a live survey. Okay, so we must ask the question, lot of questions, or we must do the team building activities or exercises to attract the audience. It help to engage with the audience. Present slowly and pause frequently. Okay, when you get nervous, you talk faster. To combat this, remember to slow yourself down when you practicing. Place deep pauses throughout your presentation, especially when transitioning slide between slide, as it gives you time to breathe and your audience time to observe. Okay, what is that? If you give time to breathe, your audience will be observed. So we must speak very slowly, present slowly, that, and also very pause frequently. It will really help to understand the concept clearly, the audience. Start and end with the summary. A summary at the start of your presentation can pique your audience interest and to execute and arouse especially. Okay, aware from the sleep. Okay, the and arouse means it will awake from the sleep. Okay, this is the provocation, the act of provoking, causing the anger. Okay, so it will be, it not make more angry something. So we must start with the end with the summary. Ask for a feedback. You will never deliver the perfect presentation. Okay, you will never deliver the perfect presentation, so ask for feedback. Okay, we must ask for feedback. Talk to your managers about where you could improve. Consider surveying your audience for an unbiased look into your presentation skill. Okay, these are the ways we must improve our presentation skill. Okay, next one is handling questions. Okay, always try to anticipate questions if you possibly can. Okay, put yourself in the position of some of the key members of the audience and try to establish what sort of questions they will be likely to ask. Okay, you just ask yourself what type of questions will arise while doing our presentation. Okay, so that time you may arise the question, you may answer the question. Okay, it will easy to handle the audience questions. Okay, this will enable you to plan your answers, which will help you to feel far more in control and appear more professional during question time. Okay, so we have to do, we must self preparation. Okay, need while before doing the presentation. Treat all questions with the same importance and never make a questioner feel impressed. Okay, so we must same question, we must provide the impressed me feeling or showing state of self conscious confusion or tiredness. Okay, so we must have the give the same importance to all the questions. If you do not know the answer to a question, admit that you do not know, but commit yourself answering the question by a given time. Okay, I will refer that right now I don't know the answer for that question. Definitely I will let you know. Like that we will answer. We must admit that I don't have much more knowledge about that question. So I will recall it. Otherwise I will prefer for that. Later on I will tell to the answer to the question. Like that we will handle the questions. Okay, use the following technique for handling question. Listen to the question. First one we have to do, we must listen to the question. Pause. Give yourself valuable thinking time. Next one, pause. Give yourself valuable thinking time. Okay, actually pausing, right, not only helpful to the audience, but also it will pass to help to the presenter also. Okay, show understanding. Seek point for agreement initially. Okay, seek point for agreement initially. Okay, show understanding. We must show the understanding. Seek point for agreement initially. Control your audience with eye contact. We must control our eye contact with the audience. Brevity. Keep your answer short and succinct. Okay, so shortness of duration. Okay, so succinct means marked by a compact precise expression without the natural words. Okay, so we must be succinct while doing the questions. So we must handle the question with the well preparedness. Okay, we must prepare well, so it will really help to handle all the questions. We must be a subject matter expert, or we must be a consultant, we must be a excellent uh, expert in the industry while before we taking to the presentation of any field. Okay, next one, you just look at the leaders. G20 summit. Okay, last month we 9 to 10 September it was held on the New Delhi 2023. But you just look at the leaders of the around the world. Okay, the G20 nations leaders are participated, right? So they also have the common, okay, practice of the presentation skill. Everyone is speaking to the discussion, their debate. Okay, they talk about the nations, they face the questions, everything. Okay, if you have, you just go and search the internet, lot of leaders around the world. Okay, they are giving the very nice, very great presentations. Okay, it will be very inspirational. You just look at the President Obama. Okay, he made his speech made him as a president of Obama. Okay, and then Martin Luther King, Gandhi. Okay, there is lot of influential leaders around the world. They change the world, and actually the speech make us a great leaders around the world. Okay, so we must learn from the leaders. You just look at, you just go and search the internet. Okay, what, how they present their ideas, the speeches, or the politically, or a business, or a community related to the community. Okay, or a business presentations, or skill related presentations, or the product related presentations, whatever it may be, how they deliver the presentation, it will really helpful to learn about the learn your presentation skills. Okay, thank you so much for your great time today. So these are the great presentation about the presentation skill. Please stay with us. We have a lot of presentations and topics we are going to cover for the soft skill and personality development and business development, everything. So thank you so much for your great time.